welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm hoping to get this thing fully assembled, fired up and take it for a spin around the block. I just got the injectors back yesterday, so I got the injectors, new seal kits, I got new oil, and then all I need to do is assemble everything. As you can see, it's exactly the way I left it last time, so I need to assemble all of that with the intake manifold and the intake and everything, and then hopefully I can start the car up, check the injector values, make sure they are fine, and then take it around the block for a spin. With regards to the injectors, two of them had issues, so we reconditioned two of them, and then the other two checked out perfectly fine. So only two got reconditioned, but all four were tested just to be sure. So I'm basically just gonna dive right in. I'm gonna put the new seal kits on the injectors, then I'm gonna slide them in and just work my way through from there. Actually, before I start, I need to get changed. Not gonna work in my nice clothes, so that's better. Now I can get started. Just got all the seals replaced on the injector, so I just quickly want to show you guys. They're all new seals now, ready to be fitted back into the motor. Before sliding the injectors back in, I'm just going to use a bit of Vaseline on all these new seals that I put on, just to ensure that they slide in quite smoothly and not get stuck or tear them or anything. As you guys can see, the injectors are in as well as the rockers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the lashing. This is basically like the timing for the injector. So I got cylinder 1 fully compressed. As you can see, number 4's max decompressed now, and then these are at the middle. So I'm going to start with this one now. I think it's 18 mil. I'm going to loosen this nut. No need to take it all the way off, I'm just going to loosen it. Then I'm going to use an Allen head to turn it all the way in, where it bottoms out. That's about where it bottoms out, and I'm going to move it 180 degrees out. So there's 90, then there's 180, and I'm going to keep it in there, and I'll just tighten this back up. And then I'm gonna do this procedure for all of the injectors. I'll show you guys a little later on how we're gonna bleed the injectors. I'm pretty sure you guys should know already, but I'll just run over that process for you guys as well. Basically, we're gonna take off the plug there that gives the power to all the electronics. So we'll switch that off, try and crank the car over for it to pump diesel in the system. But there's that done. Next up, I'm gonna clean the valve cover, and then I'm gonna put new gasket maker and I'll put that back in, and then the motor's closed, and we can put the intake manifold and the intake and all of that stuff before I start it up. Quick update for you guys. I know I haven't showed you much of the final stuff because I know all of you are waiting for me to start the car up. So I'm almost ready to start it. I'm gonna put this bend up, then I'm quickly going to get in underneath, put the boost pipe on at the bottom, and I need to tighten the oil drain. And as soon as that's done, I already pulled this plug off. Then I'm gonna start the car. This is the main reason why I'm not assembling the car fully. So I'm going to start the car, make sure the injector values are fine, make sure everything is ready before I assemble everything. It's easier to find leaks if the entire engine bay is open like this. So I finally reached the moment you all have been waiting for, including me. I've been very excited for this moment. I can't wait to fire the car up. I think I showed you guys this earlier, I'm not too sure. I've got it sort of assembled. The only thing I need to do is put the intake back on and a few other miscellaneous things. But the fuel plug is off, so the car's not going to start up the first time. I'm going to crank it a couple of times to make sure the injectors are primed, the oil line is primed, everything else is primed. You guys would see I am jumping the car. I've got a fairly new battery in here, so I'm not too concerned about my own battery, but with me gonna crank it for a couple of times before I fire it up, I did that for safety. So I'm gonna start cranking it now. I'm gonna put this camera over here, and then I'll put the GoPro on my head. I've got the laptop in the car. I'm just gonna hook up VCDS as well, so once it starts I'll be able to check injector values and all that. Got an oil leak, I'm not too sure where, so I'm quickly gonna jack it up, get in under the car and see where it's leaking from. I suspect it's somewhere on the turbo, but I'll update you guys once I've checked it out. So I'm quickly jumping up on the phone camera now. There's the oil leak. It's my oil drain pipe. It's got a small tear in it, so I'm probably gonna have to take it off and get a new one cut. It's just a small piece of plastic. But this drain pipe is quite a mission to get on here. I know I've struggled a lot with it in the past, so I'm gonna pull it off now and then see what I can do. Just got some replacement hose to replace the drain. Literally just in time. As you can see, it's almost 5 o'clock. I just made it back, or made it to the shop. So I'm quickly gonna put this on and then hopefully it will be ready to drive. So happy to be able to drive this thing. It's been quite a while since I drove it for the last time. I'm not too sure why, but I can't open my windows, but I'm just quickly going to take it out and see how it feels. Make sure there's nothing wrong with it, nothing funny that I can pick up immediately. I fixed the oil leak. I got a new oil drain on there. So let's see how it goes. I got everything back in the car except for the AM dry flow air filter. The intake pipe is on, it's just the dry flow filter that's not on. So I had the car idle now for about 10 minutes while I was cleaning up the garage a bit, just cleaning the tools, putting them away. So the car is beginning to warm up nicely now. This thing is absolutely mental. I forgot how crazy this car is. So I'm running Yokohama Neova's street legal semi-slick. So I'm gonna do a second gear, roll it into boost and show you guys how crazy this thing is. As soon as I come into boost, this thing just light up the Neovas, sends it straight to the limiter. Take that out. Idling's extremely high. The consumption on idling, I should say, but it's been a while since I drove it. So currently we drove 3 kilometers with it. Currently Sunday morning and I'm back to work on the car again. I fixed the oil drain on Friday afternoon, as I showed you guys, and I took the car out, and once I got back I saw that it's still leaking. I suspect it's still leaking on the drain. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pick the car up, all 4 wheels in the air, then I'm going to start it up while I'm underneath the car just to check where it's leaking, to make sure that I can sort it out. It was just a false alarm. It's definitely not my car leaking oil. I just went underneath and checked everything. Everything is perfectly fine. There's no oil leaks. So I'm extremely happy. I think I'm going to end off the vlog here. I'll most probably show you guys more of this car in another video. This is going to be it for today, guys. Peace out and reflect your passion.
And